The kids are not all right. That's what you would believe just hearing about the trial of Alyssa Bustamante. In fact, some of them are very, very not all right. It was fall in St. Martin's, Missouri. Bustamante was a 15-year-old troubled girl with a history of threats, cutting, and suicide attempts in 2009. Elizabeth Olton was 9 years old and lived just 4 houses down from Bustamante. When you're 9, fall is a magical time. Trees changing colors, lots of adventure to be had, and you tend to trust everyone, your parents and your friends. You're still naive, and that is the way it should be for every 9-year-old who ever lived. Tragically, young Elizabeth would not live long enough to enjoy the naivety of her youth. She was lured into a nearby wood by Bustamante, who sent her younger sibling to collect the girl. Once in the wooded area, on October 31st, Bustamante attacked the girl, strangling her, cutting her throat, and stabbing her multiple times in the chest. Bustamante had already dug a shallow grave out there 5 days earlier, and that's where she would bury Elizabeth, covering the grave with leaves. She also dug a second grave, which she would later tell police was done just for fun. Bustamante then went home and wrote in her journal about what she did. She would say, "It was amazing. As soon as you get over the, oh my God, I can't do this feeling, it's pretty enjoyable. I'm kind of nervous and shaky though right now. Okay, I gotta go to church now, LOL." Then she went off to a church dance. She was at the dance while police searched for the little girl she killed for the thrill of it. The search involved dogs, firefighters, helicopters, highway patrol, police, and the FBI. They called Elizabeth's phone and were able to geolocate it in the woods, somewhere between her home and Bustamante's. They hone in on Bustamante fairly quickly, and a search of her home the day after the child went missing would reveal that journal and that entry that she tried to scribble out. When they told Bustamante they had the journal, she would confess, tell them that she wanted to know what it was like to kill, and then led police to Olton's grave. Eventually, she pleaded guilty. She was sentenced to life with the possibility of early release for second-degree murder. She received another 30 years consecutive for armed criminal action. The earliest she could get early release on the first charge is this year. However, even if she obtains that, she won't be released. She has to begin serving that 30-year sentence. That means that her earliest possible release from jail would be in 2054. By that time, Bustamante would be 60 years old. She would appeal her sentence. That appeal was denied. Little Elizabeth's mother wasn't going to accept just the sentencing, though, and do nothing more. She sued. She sued Bustamante and the mental health clinic that was treating her, Pathways Community Behavioral Health Care, along with 2 employees there. The lawsuit would say that the clinic and its employees knew about Bustamante's violent tendencies and her threats, and they should have detained her. It would also say that the clinic and its employees knew about threats Bustamante had made toward Elizabeth, that she wanted to hurt the child. She wasn't detained, and no one even warned Elizabeth's family, though there was a very specific threat. The case was settled for $5 million plus 9% interest until it's paid. Prior wrongful death lawsuit against Karen and Gary Brooke, Bustamante's legal guardians, resulted in a $400,000 judgment in the case. I know it can be hard dealing with a very troubled teen, and it can be hard to get help. But if nothing else, this case should tell parents and guardians to reach out anyway. Do everything you can before it becomes a tragedy. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.